YouTube, it's Bebop07 here, and welcome back to Niche and the Ox Tribe. We have recently traveled to the brand new Savannah Island, and it's ginormous, and it looks like it's going to be absolutely dangerous, and I have been here on the Savannah before, and I'm very nervous about fires and everything breaking out, so that's not going to be fun, but I think that the next island we might end up heading to in the future will probably be the deadlier Savannah Island, because, you know, we haven't had enough of the wildfires that are going to show up on this one, so we want a little more intensity. But the Ox Tribe has recently left the traditionalists of the Rat Tribe. They have denounced their relation to that tribe, they have denounced any association with it, and we are now on a new island where their customs, their ways, which are most definitely the right ways, will be strong and true. So far we have our new leader, and whoopsie, looks like it's oh, there we go. We have Snowdrop here, and she is our new leader, and the Oxen have decided to take a different color gem as their lead, as their sign of leadership. So they have taken yellow gems in order to separate themselves from the rats, and the only reason they all have blue gems at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and change this to yellow. They have blue gems because they were decided that they would be traveling to the new island, and that was how I could tell who was going, who wasn't. Some of them don't have blue gems because they're babies, so I didn't have a chance to give them blue gems. And oh, no, go back. There we go. So we're just going to go around. We're going to change all this back to green. But Mayflower, who is our lovely white ram-horned lady right here, she is pregnant with Vine's child. And I went past green again. There you go. She is pregnant with Vine's child, and we're hoping that it will it'll have immunity E, because we are missing immunity gene E, and we did have another nicheling show up, by the way, named Isri, with big ears that we decided we weren't going to bring, because no, I've already decided on my nichelings, and that's annoying, don't. So we decided on these guys, and hopefully Mayflower's baby will bring in immunity E, but we're going to steadily inch our way into the savannah, and I think we're just gonna go and work on exploring. And it looks like we actually found a permanent nest, so luckily Mayflower can go ahead and set up over here, and we have found our first mostly dead berry bush. So I think that since Piotr over here is more in tune with coneflower's presence, I think that Snowdrop would assign him a berry gatherer, so that will be his comfortable space. And let's see, Mufasa is also a berry gatherer, so I think she would probably hope that they would do some more exploring. And I think since Chiquan doesn't have nimble fingers, I think she would let him be an explorer. That would be his job. That can be what he does. He can help us find more food. Perfect! There's another little berry place for Mufasa or Dean. So I think Mufasa is going to run there first. He's a little faster than Dean is, so he's running over here to come and get to that berry bush. But little does he know that Dean is not far behind. So Dean is chasing after him so he can take that berry bush and kind of, you know, work on his job. And I think that Maxim wants to work on getting rid of the grass, and Nikolai doesn't know what to do. He's still got a bit of the rat, thinking in his blood, so he's just working on collecting it, whereas Snowdrop's like, no, don't worry about that. But, because he's a hunter, so he's supposed to be looking for prey to hunt and gather up, to bring food into the tribe. So he and Mimosa are currently looking for some of that, for some food. And let's see, Mimosa, we are going to look to set up pairings, and I think that that's what Snowdrop is doing, because she realizes that with only so many nichelings, there's going to need to be some pairings set up. There's going to be needing some, breeding pairs and such. So I think she's looking at Mimosa, she's looking at Maxim, and I think she might, give them a pink gem, announcing the fact that they are quote-unquote betrothed to each other, so they will end up together. So she's just kind of deciding that for them in a way, and it looks like, hey, she found a berry bush. And she isn't a gatherer. She's more of a hunter, so she's not going to gather from it because that's not what she feels comfortable doing. So she's instead going to work on clearing grass because she has some gathering ability and she also has some hunting ability, so she can hunt or gather grass, whereas these guys are just hunters. So she's kind of in tune with stone and in tune with cone a little bit. A little more on the stone side though. But with that, we have these guys over here. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to pass the turn and see her baby. Oh god, Dean, you startled me. You grew up and I thought there was already a new rogue and I was like, what the heck? What the heck? But oh my word! Camila, and she has water body. I don't know if that's the best thing to have here, buddy. I don't know if that's the best thing to have here, little lady, but she is really shiny and really bright and beautiful, and she ended up with H and D. So unfortunately, we were not able to carry on the E immunity. But Camila needs a nice name. She has perfect eyesight, perfect blood clotting. She's very healthy. So let's go ahead and give her a nice name. Okay, so there's Kit Kat, there's the first one I saw was Nelumbra, or yeah, Nelumbra, I guess that's how you say it, right? Nelumbra. So this is how it's spelled, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So little Nelumbra. Aww. She is really pretty though. I really do like that coloring. So she has been born, and I think Snowdrop is going to come over and kind of try to decide if perhaps like see who she's most aligned with. And little Timothy over here, he's being warmed up because everybody's too close to each other. So I think he's gonna be very happy that she's kind of scooted out of the way. Like, thank goodness, everybody's too close. Like, all of you go away, all of you go away. That is something we're gonna have to be careful about. So, Maxim is a little overheated too, and Mimosa, I think Mimosa needs to go up here and scoot a little further down. They're looking for food, for berries, berry bushes. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do much hunting here. I don't know, maybe, but I think that he is going to clear away some of the grass. And let's see, Mayflower, she's definitely more of a gatherer, so she's going to clear away some of the grass as well. And Snowdrop is coming over to kind of look at little Nelumbra over here and see what she might be most aligned with. And looking at her antlers, looking at her two paws, I think she would decide that she is a better explorer. Explorers are mostly gatherers, they mostly discover resources for us, but they usually have a small bit of strength that allows them to help defend a little bit, so that if something tries to attack them, they can protect themselves, or they have strength to possibly hunt bunnies. So they are kind of allowed to hunt bunnies, so I think she would allow her to be a wanderer, like a discoverer. So she has decided that little Nelumbra over here is a discoverer. She is in tune with the goddesses of adventure, Porky and Flower. So she will be traveling, much like Traquan here. But she's also looking at the genetics and analyzing so that she can plan future breeding pairs, and that's Mayflower. So she is H and D. She's looking at her brothers, Piotr, he is A and D. She's looking at A and F. Let's see, H and D, A and F. He is Big Nose. He said these guys would be a pretty good matchup. So I think that she might give him a pink gem. She might give little Mufasa a pink gem, and when Nelumbra is old enough, she'll give her a pink center gem as well. But these guys are kind of working together, and I think Dean is, now that he's older, he's going to come over here and work on those berries. Whereas I think Mufasa doesn't really like that idea. And you found another berry, you found another nest. You found another nest. I guess that means you're, oh, you are kind of, you're a discoverer as well. Oh, okay, so let's see. We've got all these guys over here, and I think that Snowdrop might tell Maxim and Mimosa that maybe they should get together, think about starting a family. And I think she might tell them to see if they find something of significance, like maybe a rock, maybe a cactus fruit berry thing or something, and she might say maybe you could ask the deities for guidance on where you should set up your family, what exactly you should do, maybe to help your family be safe and healthy. Essentially look for the deities' blessings, because they're in a new land and it's dangerous, and Snowdrop feels that the comfort that the deities might be listening to them would help everybody settle in here. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pass the turn, and I think she's really going to work on having everybody clear out the grass as they go. So little Triquan here, he's going off to adventure and explore. I think Mimosa and Maxim have decided that they would like to look for something of significance together. You know, something that they could go to maybe just look for a bit of a blessing, a bit of guidance. And I think that these guys right here are just working on clearing out the area, and I feel like Snowdrop, since they don't have a lot of nichelings to do that, I think she wouldn't mind giving herself a bit of leeway in doing so. Same with Mayflower over here. She's gonna go over and help collect that, and I think Mufasa is going to be told to scram a little bit because Dean wants this berry bush, and Dean sort of got here first, and he's gonna grab up some nesting material. And we have a hunter over here. I don't know what he wants to do, but let's see. Okay. I think Timothy is going to scoot a little out of his way, help him see a little further in. Looks like he's still stuck here anyway, though. So they're kind of separating themselves accidentally. Oh, looks like these guys are about to find a little cactus berry thing so they could ask for the blessings of the deities, for their children to be healthy and safe. But, okay, so they're still looking for stuff to hunt. And I think these guys will have some babies soon. But the Ox tribe is starting in a new land. A very strange land that doesn't seem very familiar. I mean, they've seen the cactus berries and stuff, but everything here is just so hot. You know what I mean? Everything here is just so hot, and they're not used to that kind of heat, you know? And they can't even sit in water anywhere to kind of get some relief. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to zoom in again. We're going to pass the turn. Okay, and I think that these two are going to ask, they're going to ask the deities for some blessings. They're going to ask them to help their children be healthy, to help the tribe stay strong and powerful. And they're asking for a blessing. They're asking for guidance. And Mufasa, why don't you go over this way? Why don't you go over this way while they continue to ask for such things? And I think you won't be able to. Okay, so Mimosa won't be able to make it over there. But I think that she would consider this an A-okay after this, and she would breed with her mate. And we already have her genetics set up, but I don't think we have his set up, so let's go ahead and take a look. So he's healthy all around. I don't really know what's going to happen, maybe. I mean, it might be a good idea to fight against the no-paw as well, to maybe just put another Bearyena claw there. I know he has one, but he also has a rudder leg, so it'd be interesting to see if maybe we get a double Bearyena clawed baby. They would be super strong. But, okay. I really wish we could get lean body. I have to see, how do we get lean body? Big body. We have to spend time in a hot climate. We're spending time in a hot climate for the big ears too, so that will help eventually to fight against the terrible heat, and hopefully by the time we move to that other savannah island, we'll have more heat resistance. We'll be more prepared, and we won't die and stuff there. So hopefully, but I don't know what else to really encourage here. I mean, is there something that's cold resistance? There's smelling resistance at swimming tail. There's marine highlights. These are all the hidden genes, and okay. I don't know what else we could really work on. I don't know what else I could put in there. I mean, you know, I guess it's never a bad idea to really have some ram horns in here just for extra strength, because it gives us a little bit of a boost. So those guys have bred. They'll have some babies soon, so the tribe doesn't have to worry much. And I think Snowdrop is going to start looking for a mate of her own, because she's the leader. She wants to have a mate. So we have F and D here. I don't think she should breed with Piotr. I think they're related. Are they? If I go to this... Oh, Oh no, well they are related, but not, oh no, wait a second. Oh no, they are related. Okay, so he has A and D. I don't think she can breed with him anyway, because she has D and H. So she has D and H. Dean is her little brother, so that's a no. And I think, oh, she could breed with Nikolai! Oh, okay. I think she might want a certain suitor to come back to the tribe, you know? But then again, if she's going to be having other nichelings go off and find things, I think she might, like, you know, to ask for blessings and stuff, I think she might scoot her way over to do the same. Whereas Mayflower here, she's still trying to clear away as much of this space as she can. These guys up here, they're desperately trying to keep food on for everybody, and I think, Dean is going to go up here to clear out more space. Piotr, he's going to clear away the grass, but we have a couple of designated pairings that are they are going to breed together because Snowdrop has discovered that they're the best genetically for each other. But Timothy is still looking for things, and I don't know if Nikolai would really notice that he's being called for. And I think he might sneakily gather a few pieces of grass and ask that Timothy doesn't mention it, because he's not finding any bunnies, and he figures he might at least help in whatever way he can. And I think he would just ask that Timothy kind of says he did it, so that way they're kind of not upset that they're branching out to different things and not staying in their comfort zones, you know, the thing they fought so hard for, just to stay in selected jobs without the confusion of constantly trying to try a billion other things. But alright, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pass the turn again. Okay, and I think she is definitely gonna go ahead and take over this nest, and Piotr is gonna very kindly and respectively scoot out the way so she doesn't get overheated. Whereas Mufasa, who are you supposed to breed with? You have a pink gem. You have a pink gem. Who else is supposed to have a pink gem? She is supposed to have a pink gem, I think. Is that right? I think she is. Okay, she didn't have a middle gem, right? I remember now. So, Nilumbra is going to end up scooting over here, and Mayflower is still trying to stick to the just specific job thing, and she's working on clearing out as much grass as possible. Now, those who gather berries, I think that, I think they would be allowed to gather grass as well, because Coneflower, our harvest deity, gathered grass. And Snowdrop is an adventurer mixed with a hunter, so she's allowed to gather grass. But she's definitely urged to do more hunting since she's stronger than and better at hunting than she is at collecting, so, But I think these two would come over to this cactus bush and they would ask blessings from the deities, and they would ask for strength in their babies. They would ask for what they hoped their children would be. Would they be hunters, berry gatherers? And I think that Snowdrop would want them to be warriors. She would want them to be defenders, so that in this new dangerous land they would have some fighters. So she is asking specifically for stone to bless their children with strength. But we have you over here, my friend. I really hope that, okay, so spending time in, so spending time in a hot climate, does that only count for how many days we've been here? That does! Okay. So, as many days as we survive here, we have to, like, survive 30 or 40 to get all the stuff we want. Oh, man. But, Triquan, he's still trying to explore. I think he's gonna go this way and try to sniff out, see if he can't find more berry bushes. We don't really have a lot of those. But, Maxim is definitely working on clearing out the territory, and Mufasa is still searching for his own berry bush. But I think that Maxim might kind of tell him as, like, help with the gathering. You are supposed to gather the grass too, so he's going to kind of scold him for that. And we do have a baby to look forward to. We set up the genetics. I'm really excited to see what they're going to be like. I hope they're healthy. That's all I want. That is all I want. But alright, let's go ahead. Let's pass the turn. Oh my goodness, so excited. Oh dear. We'll take a look at that in a second. Kukir! Hi! Okay, runner leg and claw. So it looks like you're going to be a hunter. I think you'll be a hunter. Because, let's look at how strong you are. Yeah, you've got 3 strength. I think maybe if they have more than 2 strength, they'd be hunters, maybe? Or maybe if they have 4+ strength, they're hunters. I don't know. I think 3 would be a hunter. So you seem to be a hunter, and you guys don't really have Snowdrop's guidance at the moment to help you know what they're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be dealing with, like what deity they're in tune with, because Snowdrop seems to have a bit of insight on these things. But at the moment, that doesn't matter because we are about to be attacked by a Bearyena. And if we sniff, listen, baby Bearyena! Baby Bearyena! Baby Bearyena! Baby Bearyena! On the word! Boom! On the word! Okay, so this guy only has 6 days left, and we don't have any other nichelings, I believe, that can get there fast enough. Let's see, if you scoot there, and if maybe Mayflower scoots here, what you can do is you can scoot a little closer to help clear out the way. And I don't know who else can get over here. He can't get over there. And Nilumbra would not be allowed to go over there. All of our strong fighters are more centered this way. Oh no! Mufasa! Mufasa, if only you could have gotten down there, but we do have a baby Bearyena. And he is so cute. I don't know what to name this one. You know what? Maybe we can name this guy... I don't know. I want to name him. Oh, we'll name him Loki. So we have little Loki the Bearyena over here, and we're fighting their territorial and very feisty mum, who's getting very vicious with us. So we're fighting them, and we're going to invite Loki and try to be kind to Loki. But Piotr is over here. He's collecting things up, and Dean is very happily sitting by his berry bush that he kind of snagged from Mufasa. These two are done asking for their blessing, and I definitely think that they would be breeding because she has realized with that carnivore, she has discovered that she is right. She has discovered that she is right and that we desperately, desperately need some more warriors to protect us from monsters like the Bearyena. And I think from across the way, she would look at Kukir and she would say he has the blessing of stone. He has the blessing of stone in him. So he is actually a hunter. So Stone and Porky, I think, would be the deities mixed in with hunters because exploration, you have to explore to hunt. And I think that makes sense. But Timothy is very comfortable up here. He's just looking at everything and he's very comfortable up here. So these guys are all settling in. We have a carnivore, and you know what? You know, guys, I think that might be it for this episode. I'm sorry to leave it on a cliffhanger, but I'm not that sorry because I think it's kind of fun sometimes. But in the next episode, we will see Snowdrop's baby. We'll see what this carnivore does to our nichelings. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt him too much. We have a new Bearyena friend that we could possibly breed with. Maybe get some of the other Bearyena genes that we weren't able to grab, like the hind legs, the Bearyena ears, and maybe I think that's like the only thing we're missing from the Bearyenas. So, cause as you can see, we have the Bearyena claw, we have the Bearyena snout that we have in the mutation menu that we can encourage. But it would be nice to get the hind legs as well, because I think that would definitely be a blessing from Stone to our nichelings, to our warrior nichelings, and we can have some really, really strong fighters. But yes, alright you guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Ox Tribe. Snowdrop is definitely taking charge and selecting jobs for everybody. She seems to be given a specific insight into seeing what these nichelings are blessed with and what their dedicated all-lifetime jobs should be. But alright, I gotta be bopping out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. But I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!